Hit me with the intro music. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beard and a Half Movie Reviews. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Tyler.
And today we are going to round up, we're going to call this a 3-part arc.
Yeah.
Call it that. For Sam Raimi's Evil Dead franchise. I'm going to call it a franchise. But I'd like to pause before we go any farther. If you are listening to this on Spotify, Google Podcasts, wherever you are listening to this from, if you would like to actually see us, and trust me, you're going to want to see this episode because we're going to start this off a little bit different. Head on over to our YouTube page, Beard and a Half Movie Reviews, have to put the S. And yeah, get on there because today, unfortunately, I know it's coming now. Those of you don't know, we actually recorded say about 20 minutes of this already, and we had some issues with our computer, so we have to do it again. So
technically it was 30 minutes, but I'm not going to say it.
Tyler surprised me with the game we're going to play. For those of you that don't know about Jelly Bean's Bamboozled.
Bean Boozled
mix. They are jelly beans that are gross. Okay?
Basically.
They say that some of them are good and some of them are, but 90% of them are gross. Talking like barf, cat piss, shit like that. Okay?
So just to put everybody in the loop, Garrett has a pair of chopsticks. Garrett claims to be fantastic with chopsticks.
I am.
And he can use literally anything as chopsticks. I've seen him use 2 pens to eat fettuccine alfredo.
Right.
And
didn't have a fork.
So I've gotten his favorite candy, which again, most of it's already gone, but they're just normal Mike and Ike's. And then I've got the Bean Boozled jelly beans already in a container because the box makes too much noise. We're gonna play a game of Would You Rather, and Garrett has to guess the most picked answer out of everybody. If he gets it correct, he gets Mike and Ike's. If he gets it incorrect, he has to eat a Bean Boozled, and as a solidarity sort of thing, whichever one he picks out of there, I will also pick one and eat it as well.
Doing this for the team. To get these right, I'm going to try.
Well, here's the good news as well. I also have another set of chopsticks for you.
I don't think I could use those.
I want to see you try.
They're not long enough to even extend all the way. He pulled out toothpicks for those of you that can't see. He wants me to use toothpicks as chopsticks. No way.
You claim to be good and you can use anything as chopsticks.
I mean,
but
of size.
Oh shit, dude. Go for the beans. You don't have to eat the beans.
Beans are harder. I'm gonna put my. Not big enough. I can't use toothpicks.
Bro, these are chopsticks.
They're not.
Here.
They're too slick.
Gosh, they are.
We're done with that. Okay.
Okay. Well,
let's just start this game. I want to get the game over with so we can get to the actual podcast. What's so terrible for me and why I'm already in an upset mood is because we've already played this game. We did a different questionnaire. I've already done this. I already ate a gross one. And now because the video recording issues, we have to do it again for those of you at home. So I want you to know the stuff I go through for this podcast. Hey. Not always the best. You're doing it too.
If you suffer, I suffer.
You're suffering with me. We're both unhappy about this.
We're on the same team.
We're doing this for you. So what you can do for us is please smash that like button. Subscribe to us. Follow us on wherever you are. Go to our social media. Follow us on Instagram. We're on TikTok too. Find us there.
All right. So
trust me, you're gonna want to see this. I'm gonna throw up, and I hope that doesn't get pulled off fucking YouTube because.
It won't. Just make sure your face is in the bucket. That's all I ask.
All right.
Because I don't want to see it.
This is explicit.
So
you're gonna hear me cuss a lot. This is not gonna be good.
So we're gonna do this as a team. Okay. I know the first one.
Yeah, but you already know all the answers.
No, this is a new one. I only know the first one. That's it.
Okay.
I know none of the other ones.
Don't act like you didn't. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I know this one.
Okay.
And that's it. So I'm not going to help you with the first question. You're going to go with the first one. And then I suffer. We both suffer. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. Would you rather play with a cursed Ouija board or spend a weekend in a haunted cabin in the woods? Like, we're talking an Evil Dead cabin. Like, with the raping tree. Said rape in the first 5 minutes. Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
I really don't want to do either of them. So I feel like the cursed Ouija board, like, it's gonna be crazy and I'm gonna get really scared. But the cabin in the woods, I feel like I'm probably gonna die. So I'm gonna have to pick cursed Ouija board, unfortunately.
And it looks like 49%.
Oh my gosh, we're already in this. All right.
Go ahead for that Bean Boozled.
One. Trying to get it in camera.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Can see this
So,
is the Bean
there.
Booze. Yeah, just hold it right there. We're gonna go for. I'm gonna try to do this rainbow one again.
Oh, Tutti Frutti or Barf? No. It's not. It's Tutti Frutti and Stinky Socks.
For those of you that don't know, I hate this game. Tyler brings this game in every Halloween. Every Halloween, we gotta play this game somehow at work or whatever.
Cheers. Tutti Frutti.
Stinky Socks. Oh God, got wolf. Oh. It wasn't that bad at first, honestly.
You know what? Please don't throw up. I already threw up. You just to let everybody know something I didn't tell you.
It wasn't that bad at first, people. Honestly,
I probably ate about 4 or 5 of these before I even told you they existed, and that's why I threw up.
Fucking gross, man.
Okay.
All right, first one's out the way.
Next question. You wake up and you see a clown hovering over your bed. Would you rather see Pennywise from It or Twisty from American Horror Story?
I've never seen American Horror Story. I tried to watch that show. I got like 3 episodes in, and then I didn't really feel like I see him. I've seen videos of this Twisty guy murdering some people. I'm gonna have to pick Pennywise because I know more about him.
70%.
God,
you're safe. Refresh yourself with a Mike and Ike.
Harry.
I know what you're gonna pick already, but would you rather be forced to eat a bowl of raw worms or have live spiders dumped on your naked body?
For those of you who don't know, I am petrified of spiders, so I'm gonna go with the worms.
54%.
Thank God. I don't know why 46% even picked fucking spiders.
Because I don't want to eat worms. It doesn't even say poisonous.
Thank you.
It doesn't even say poisonous spiders. It just says spiders. Fine. Trapped in a house with a murderer, but you can't hear anything. Or trapped in a house with a murderer, but you can't see anything.
Here. Wait. I'm sorry. No. Hold on. Oh.
So would you rather see nothing or hear nothing?
I would rather hear nothing.
Positive.
Hear nothing, yeah. Why the fuck would you want to get trapped in the house?
80% said.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe those people are like.
One of these. I forgot.
All right. This one's 3 questions, so sorry. You suspect that you're being stalked by an evil demon. How do you get rid of it? Go to a witch and perform a ceremony to expel the demon. Unlike Evil Dead.
Okay.
Go to a church. Talk to a priest.
In Evil Dead?
And stock up on holy water. Or get on a flight and hope the demon can't find you in Siberia.
Priest, holy water.
Final answer.
If that's not right, people are idiots. Priest, holy water.
46%.
Thank you.
Holy water. It's shocking that 37% of people think that they can go find a witch.
Well, it's shocking the 17% was just like, oh, I'll just fly out of here. Nothing's going to happen.
You know, maybe. But
no, they'll follow you.
But like you could go to Siberia.
I've watched every episode of Supernatural. That doesn't work.
Okay, fine. Would you rather be violently hunted in The Purge or wake up to find yourself out there, or wake up to find out there has been a zombie apocalypse, but you survived? Remember, we're on the same team on this one. Would you rather a purge or zombies?
See, but what's weird is it said, would you rather be violently hunted in the purge or wake up to find out that you've survived a zombie apocalypse? So I feel like
zombie apocalypse,
zombie apocalypse would be the most logical because of the way it worded it.
We're 100% on this one. I don't want to
be
so violent.
Hard because the purge. I mean, I feel like I could just hold up and like you just have to last like what is it, like a night?
Yeah.
I've never watched all of them.
I've never watched any of them.
Do the zombie apocalypse.
72% zombie apocalypse.
God, everybody loves.
Okay, this doesn't seem like that's a fair choice because that's.
Horror movie would you terrified to be? Okay.
The Nun?
Not The Nun.
Hereditary?
Oh, most terrified to be in.
Or Slender Man.
Like, None.
Really?
None.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be terrified of that bitch.
53% said The Nun.
Yeah, I forgot. I should be eating these.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I'm killing this game right now.
Would you rather watch me be tortured by Jigsaw, but I live, or have traps, or have to cut off your own arm in one of his traps? I live, or you cut off your arm. Like, fuck this dude.
I'd rather not answer this question with you around.
Go ahead, which one? I hope you get it wrong. I think people might be noble.
So hard because it's like, if it just happens to you, then it's whatever. Or I have to cut off one of my own arms.
Yeah. You don't have to be the hero in this situation. But if we ever end up kidnapped by Jigsaw, I know.
Okay, so this isn't what I would do. This is what most people would do. Most people are going to pick the friend.
Yeah.
They're going to pick the friend.
I don't think so. 71%. Jesus Christ.
People are assholes.
I would just cut off an arm. Fuck it, dude.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I need my
Get a cool robot arm. Fuck it.
I don't think that's how it works every time.
Would you rather be possessed by a demon or find out your whole family has been possessed your entire life? You get a demon, or your whole family gets a demon. Everybody gets a demon. These are not good ones.
That one, the way they word them is so weird, though, because it says, or find out your whole family has been possessed your entire life. Like, if I found out today that my whole family was possessed, I'd be like, wow. Maybe if I just say nothing to them, they'll keep continuously being nice to me.
Yeah. Up to you.
But then the first one's like, or you're possessed,
Yeah. Which would you prefer?
I would hope that most people would pick that they get possessed. Just pick that one. It's going to be fucking wrong because people are assholes.
58%.
Oh my gosh.
You didn't even have to eat but one
of them.
There
is humanity.
You didn't even...
That's all of them?
That's all of them.
Oh, thank God, people.
Oh, wait. There could be more. There's not.
No.
In a sign of solidarity.
Oh my God.
I will...
I was so scared that I was going to...
Very upset.
Throw up. Are you doing another one?
Yep. I have to, man. I'm going for...
I'll do one too, I guess.
I'm going for...
Go blue. Blue's a cheater. He's pays to freaking Rudy Tooty or whatever. I just want everybody at home to know how much I freaking hate this game. What I can say is I'm pro with chopsticks.
50-50. Both the same.
Well, I'm just going to pick the one that's closest to me. Ready?
Cheers. Mine was okay.
Mine was okay. Woohoo!
I really want one of us to do a reaction again.
What you want is for me to throw up.
No, not necessarily.
Are you doing another one?
Yeah, man. Come on.
Let's do one more.
One more, and then
I'm
we're
done. Because you know how much I fucking hate this game. The last time we played this, I tapped out after the first round.
That's true. Fine. I'll do. Gosh, dang it, dude.
Just pick one. Honestly,
This red and pink one.
I just do a base color.
Bandages or pomegranate. Cheers.
It tasted burnt.
Oh. Why'd you sound like Goofy? You were like. I fucking hate this game, dude. Could have told me no. You could have said no, man. Oh. You have Propel. I thought maybe one more. Maybe I could get a whammy. I got fucking screwed over. Alright. Anyways, into the movie.
I didn't throw up that much.
I didn't throw up as much as I thought I would, but that was rough.
Tell you guys, I fucking hate that game. Get those out of here.
I am.
You got your reaction. Get them out of here. I'm done with them.
Until next Halloween.
No. You know what sucks too is once again we had to do this game twice. We had to find a new questionnaire. So
Don't jinx it.
happy. Alright.
I'm not happy. Everybody suffered.
Going with the chopsticks. Back to our normal podcast. 3.5 movie reviews.
That portion of the episode was brought to you by nothing.
My big ass forehead.
My big ass forehead.
All back to the last episode. Okay, guys. Today's movie, like we said, we're rounding up. My nose is like running.
My throat still hurts. Yeah.
I can taste it still. That's what I hate. It's in jelly form, so it sticks to your teeth. And
I would just keep eating Mike and
what do
Ike's.
you have?
These are mine.
You have blue?
Yeah.
Oh, because you
Yeah.
the OG.
I bought the OG kind for you,
To round up
and then 14 more for me.
our arc, today's movie was Army of Darkness. Last film in the series. Sam Raimi directed. Although he had a hand in the remake. Obviously the TV show comes later, but we're just talking about the main three.
Go for the sour ones.
It's gonna be really hard for me to get through the next like 2 or 3 minutes because there, bring up the cast list. Obviously, Bruce Campbell comes back to play our hero, Ash J. Williams again. Imbeth Davids as Sheila, the love interest. Marcus Gilbert as Lord Arthur.
Or
Joe Dirt, I'm going to call him because his haircut in this movie was garbage. Ian Abercrombie as Wise Man. Richard Grove as Duke Henry the Red. We got Bridget Fonda as Linda. They recast Linda again. That's just kind of a thing now, I guess. Ted Raimi, Sam Raimi's little brother, played Cowardly Warrior. So I read that they were both. I think he played 2 different characters. Sam Raimi was 2.
I believe they somebody,
because he was the one that was like, you know, I'll hand you my steel or something like that. Remember whenever Ash is standing up and who's gonna fight with me?
yeah,
And one guy with the weird,
yeah.
I'll fight with. Gave him a weird eyebrow. He's like, I'll give you my steel. That it just like that, like Sean Connery would. And
You can have my
I
steel.
think that was Ed Raimi. They look so similar. It's so hard to tell them apart.
They really
sometimes, especially whenever they're like in all, makeup and everything else. And then this one I'm just throwing in there because it's hilarious. Billy Bryan as Pit Bitch.
I don't even know
Pit
what that,
Bitch.
I don't know what that means.
Remember when Ash gets thrown into the big pit?
Oh yeah.
So the first girl just possessed witch.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was just somebody else.
Yeah.
And then the second guy that came Pit Bitch. Because originally they were just gonna have the one, and then later they really. So, also that, if I'm not mistaken, that shot, the original one was shot in wherever they were shooting the castle and everything else. Is that sour?
The purple one was.
Ooh,
it was
jeez.
rough.
Give me one.
Oh, I have this
I'm gonna
purple
get
one.
something different in my. That's what she said.
That purple one was rough for me. Yeah.
Oh,
Might be a little bit of a bitch, but it hit just right.
Ooh.
After
That's what I needed. After bandages.
Well, after bandages.
That's what we ate.
I mean, we did eat bandages.
What was the flavor? Okay, so yeah, The Pit was filmed in Hollywood, but the rest of it was filmed wherever else filmed that.
I don't know. We'll get into
Anyways, that's pretty
aesthetic.
much the main cast. There's a whole bunch of people that played
just
chimps and deadites and
I don't know if you went over it.
roles here and there.
But it's got about a runtime of an hour and 21 minutes. And you can watch it on HBO Max, and you can rent it on Amazon Prime.
Once again, HBO Max, fix your search engine, okay? This shit is garbage. If I look up The Army of Darkness, you say you don't have it. If I look up Army of Darkness, you have it. Don't be so particular. Come on. But
You're not wrong.
that's just me. Oh, it's on a lot more things than I thought. You can buy it on YouTube.
You can buy it on YouTube, Google Play, Apple TV, Vudu, Amazon Prime.
Hulu.
All for $3.99. No, it's not on Hulu. It's with the Prime Premium.
Oh, which basically is HBO or whatever.
Yeah.
Else. Okay.
So
now you know where to watch it if you want to watch it.
There's that.
I'm going to start by saying, and I'm sure we'll both probably have the same opinion on this.
Yeah, I'm
Sour face.
I'll put these up.
This is the worst movie of the three. Did I hate it? No. If I had to pick a watching order, would this one be at the bottom of the list?
This one would be the third one that I watch, yeah.
Yeah. Well, for me, the number 2.
First one you watch? Or the
best one. If I was picking best.
Yeah.
I would pick number 2, and then the first movie.
And then this
I
one
know that's controversial. I like the second. And then this one would be the third one.
That checks out to me, honestly.
We were gonna throw in the remake or continuation, whatever you want to call it, the one with the girl. I don't know what that. I'm having so much trouble concentrating right now because I still have the taste of bandages in my fucking mouth.
You know what would clean that up, right? Yeah, I have alcohol. There's tequila and whiskey. You can just let it soak in your Mike and Ike's.
I'm not a drinker. I'm not a drinker.
I'm not a drink. You can't handle this.
All right.
Can't handle the thirst. I am gonna take one of your Mike and Ike's though.
I'm still so mad we did that. There again. Okay.
Anyways,
back to the movie at hand. This movie, how much did it cost to make this movie?
It cost.
I was very curious on that compared to the last one. The last one was, what was it? Can't remember. We said it last time. Probably just have to go.
I did have it Googled.
For those of you that are just, I just keep.
It had a budget of $11 million. It made $21.5 million total.
Yeah, I think this movie definitely made more money over time than it probably did originally when it came out. Or maybe I'm wrong because the last movie was such a success that I'm sure a lot of people went to theaters to see this one and everything like that. Then, of course, I'm sure this one out of all three was the least scary and definitely
it was the most humorous.
Yeah, they played on the humor a lot, which I liked and I disliked. I liked some stuff about it, like immediately right out the gate whenever he comes falling down. First of all, I'd like to start, this movie opens completely different than the way Evil Dead 2 closes. But Evil Dead 2 closes, he falls out of the sky, he shoots the Deadite, the winged one, and then everybody's like, oh my God, it's the great one. And they all bow to him and he's out because he's pissed because he just went back in time and everything like that. And then this one opens and they're like, hey, I think he's the guy. And they're like, doubt it, chain him up. And then they go to throw him in the pit. So it was kind of different, but I mean, it's not the first time the other one started out a little bit different. Also, I'd like to say, you know that little contraption? What's that called? He was in where like
the little
where you have the old timey like.
I know what you're. I called them old time handcuffs, but
yeah, I mean that's pretty much what it is. He doesn't have a hand.
Yeah.
Didn't you just pull that nub out of there?
Yeah, but what are you gonna do with it? You don't have a hand.
They'll beat the shit out of somebody without the,
You're just gonna blunt force nub someone.
Or throw some bows and stuff.
I don't think you're gonna put up much of a fight.
There was this. You ever watched the show Into the Badlands?
No.
So the main character's name is Sonny. I believe so.
Oh, from Philadelphia.
Since I've seen. There's this one season he gets one of those proceeds to kick like 20 dudes. Of course, he can do kicks.
That seems painful though.
Intense. That guy gets down. Anyways,
I don't think I would enjoy that.
Diving right into my likes first. Once again, playing on the humorous side of things. I liked it, but also I wanted more of the horror aspect that we saw in the last two. This one didn't have any of that stuff.
Agreed.
Like I was saying, right out the gates when he falls out of the time warp, whatever you want to call it, and hits the ground, and then all the knights circling around him and everything. There were some of them that were attacking his car.
Yeah, they didn't know what it was.
Okay.
Y2K. They attack technology.
It's just fucking, but they're also just stationary object. Why they not alive?
It's literally like beating a dead horse.
Literally, I guess, kind of. Also, I'd like to add that if my math adds up, which it does, it's been 2 nights since his girlfriend is murdered.
2, yeah.
First night his girlfriend gets murdered. You like that? Second night is whenever
he bangs that random woman.
The second night is whenever the Nobi daughter, I can't remember her name, Annie, I think it was.
Are you okay?
In the last movie. She shows up. So that was night 2. So then night 3 would be where he spends in the castle and proceeds to immediately get his groove on with this girl. Just no remorse. Each movie opens up, talks about how much he loved Linda. 3 nights later, he's just like, yeah, what's up, Cheryl?
That's how it was back in the 80s.
Baby. Come give me some sugar.
They were all swingers in the 80s, dude.
Yes.
This was in the 90s.
This is the 1300s, technically.
I mean, they don't even know what marriage is.
Yeah. Okay, but they did. What else did I have in here? Oh, something else I did like. The main villain. Remember how we watched the trailer last week for the game?
What
that
game?
Was coming out? The Evil Dead game that's
Yes.
coming out, and we saw that guy at the end, and I said he was going to be in this one. This was him, yeah. Of course, it's just like a clone, I guess, of him with the fucked up face. I did like him, though. I liked him aesthetically. That was the scariest part of the whole movie.
Just that guy's face?
Just that guy's face, yeah. And then what I didn't like on that, though, is whenever he tried to make out with the chick.
Yeah, it's
that
just
was gross.
all teeth.
Yeah, because he had no...
He had no jaw.
And
he had nothing.
Fucking,
it was just like... Yeah, that was gross.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Didn't like that.
I did like the big old fight sequence at the end.
Yeah.
there was stuff I liked about it and stuff I didn't like about it. One of the things I did like, every time Ash fought like one of the skeleton peeps,
Mhm.
and it was just like straight up like a skeleton. Like he picks one up and then just
Breaks it over his leg.
over
Yeah.
his leg. He just straight up baned him, is what I call that.
Cool.
For those of you who don't know, Bane did that to Batman and broke his back. It was a bad deal.
I will break you.
Not talking about just the movie. But yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I definitely think the scenery in this was better than the last one.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that.
Yeah.
It was
Not as much claymation used either.
they completely. No, yeah, that's true.
Maybe like one or two.
A lot of the skeleton dudes you could tell were just guys in skeleton costumes.
Yeah.
Some of them were even like skeleton, half fleshy face kind of a thing.
It was nice though.
This was kind of the movie that took it away from the cabin.
Yeah.
Which then kind of, I feel like, was kind of opened up degrees, because not that. I mean, yeah, back to the cabin, but I mean, it's primarily outside of the cabin, so this was kind of the first one to get away from that. And I mean, it was cool. I didn't hate that aspect of it. Was what it was. Also, I'd like to admit, I'd like to just say, the Deadites were natural gymnasts. You ever notice that?
Yeah.
First Deadite, when he's in the pit, he does like a freaking cartwheel to like 3 backflips, and then does some cool flippy spinny backflip over it. And then while he's trying to shoot her in midair, she's fucking like doing Power Ranger shit and everything else.
I did like how they cinematically shot that though.
And then at the very end, when he jumps on the cart and he's shooting the thing in the supermarket and everything, and she's flipping through the air doing all the flippy. Look at them.
I like that.
It reminded me of Power Rangers whenever they morph and then they jump over the camera and do a flip.
You know,
or do something cool. That's what it reminded me of.
Every like, I want to say early 2000s like kung fu movie. Whenever they do like they're doing some sort of. I remember the movie Tuxedo with Jackie Chan.
Of course, I remember the movie Tuxedo with Jackie.
There's a part where he's doing like 2 or 3 different flips and he somersaults over somebody, but it like has, you know, the stationary person camera on them, and then it's just like the dude is just recording the entire thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just like the way those look every time.
Fancy.
It's just like, you know, I wish I could do that.
You're gonna shoot an action movie, how like cut one consecutive shot.
Like Jackie Chan's movies.
You get one take. Yeah.
There's one where like he doesn't have pants on. I don't know if you've seen it, but he's just trying to hide his junk, and the way that it was done, it wanted to be one shot, and he was just trying to put stuff over him while he's fighting people. But like,
I thought that was in that Rush Hour 2?
I believe so.
When they're at the
Like Chinatown or
the massage parlor or
but
whatever.
he's running outside and trying to hide.
I don't remember that part.
Anyways, that was supposed to be one continuous shot, but directors didn't know how to film it because they were going so fast.
Gotta run with it.
So the final cut of it just looked like absolute trash.
That newish movie. Chris Hemsworth, have you watched that on Netflix called Extraction?
No.
Fantastic movie, action-wise, nonstop. All of the action sequences, though, are pretty much just one take. Like, they gotta do, there's a scene where he, like, gets in a car and drives off, and the cameraman jumps on the hood of a car, and then they drive behind him, and then whenever they get to their destination, he jumps off just to get all that in one take. So there was no camera cuts or nothing. He's just following him around as he's kicking ass. Crazy.
It's kind of badass, though.
That movie, the way it shot, was awesome. No, it's just a good movie, and they're making another one. What else do I like about this movie?
What else you got for me?
I think I just had a summarization at the bottom here. I said, although this film is vastly different from the first two, I still enjoyed it, but like I said, it is my least favorite. Definitely went overboard with the humor aspect.
I liked it.
I think they went all in on that.
Good.
It wasn't terrible.
It's good.
Some of the stuff, though, was a little too much for me, though. Like, this is a horror movie. Like, go back. Does it even classify it as a horror movie on here? Does it say it's a? Let's say.
No.
Okay. Well.
I mean, I can Google it for you.
No, it's fine. I just don't look at this movie as a horror movie. You know, I didn't even really get any jump scares out of it. You know, it was mainly just humor the whole time, and then action. But I guess you can call it horror. Call it horror at the fact that there was
It classifies it
zombie-like creatures, but
as horror, action, comedy, horror, cult film, fantasy, adventure, and dark comedy.
I would
But
definitely. This could be a fantasy.
This one classifies it specifically horror fantasy.
Guess we can call it that.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, me? Oh, you?
I'm pretty much done with my likes.
You sure?
Yeah. Once again, I did like the Arthur look like Joe Dirt.
I did like that.
That was pretty hilarious. At first, you don't notice it because he's got that tin thing on, you know. His
then
armor.
He takes it off.
And he takes it off, and I was like, "Holy shit, is that Joe Dirt? Is that Joe Dirt?
Business in the front, party in the back.
Damn, son, where's my Hemi?
That's it.
Joe Dirt.
It puts the deadite in the hole.
Oh, okay.
A little Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, also, did you know this movie was released in Japan as Captain Supermarket? In case you guys are wondering, I read that. How true is it? I don't know.
Trying to currently stab a bank with a
pick it up with your hand.
I just want to see if I can do it.
Okay. Over the whole. You've ruined.
Got it.
6 for me today.
Well,
happy about it.
That's on you. You agreed to do it. You could have said no, but I had you on camera.
Was my face in the bucket when I threw up at least?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was hoping we wouldn't have to edit that part out.
I was not going to. I was just going to put a little sticker over it or blur it out a little.
Still, it's up here.
I have toothpicks.
I lied. I'm going to set down my mic.
Oh, wow. Yep. Things I liked about the movie. When he goes into the windmill, I didn't write any of them down because I didn't have my book on me. Literally, I sat down to watch it and realized, there's a scene when he went into the windmill and he like saw the reflection. He's like, I've done this once, and he shatters it.
Yeah.
Bull charges it. All the little tiny ashes that were running around.
Oh.
I thought that was comical. It was funny.
It was funny how he shattered it immediately.
Yeah.
I
like the little guys. It was funny.
I did kind of like whenever he went outside though. Ball was popping out his shoulder.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a reference to some movie. I've never heard of it. I don't know. If you know, leave in the comments.
I've not. I have no idea.
I have no idea.
But I also like the morphing scene when they're just splitting apart like mitosis, just running. I was like, that's fucking weird. But you know what? That was so well done. Bravo.
It was actually.
And I enjoyed that quite a bit.
For that one scene where they're like side by side, and he was obviously like superimposed in there.
Oh yeah.
Almost like see through. It was so transparent and everything. But you know, at the time, it's also
they were doing their best.
Yeah, I get it.
With what they had. Here's the thing. I like old movies like peace film or peace films.
I love peace films.
Well, no, they're called period films. But I was thinking period piece,
worse. Mm-hmm.
And then thinking just peace films.
Okay.
I like what's the one with Martin Lawrence, where he like falls into a well, and then he goes back to medieval Renaissance times.
Oh, I know what movie.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen that.
Yeah. But good movie.
Something of night. I can't remember.
Okay, you remember Carrie Elways in Robin Hood, or like when Dave Chappelle did the Robin Hood? I think that's actually the same movie.
Dave Chappelle was in.
Yeah.
Real. Yeah.
Yeah. So I love those. I love like the Renaissance, the medieval type of movies.
Oh, so you just like the era that it took place in?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was nice, but also, I don't know. This movie was kind of rough.
It was definitely.
Here's the thing. I could have played on my phone, but I left it in the other room while I was watching the movie because I knew that this would happen. I tried to watch this movie last night, and I fell asleep about 30 minutes into it.
Put my mic down.
So I had some issues with it, but I came back to it today and watched it where I started off. It was okay. It was okay.
I'm just hitting the spot right now.
Dude, would you like some
For
Bean
those of you
Boozled?
that are listening, no. You hear me smacking my gum, I apologize, but it's getting that bandage taste out of my mouth.
Good bandage, though.
No,
Probably the
it's
best
not.
one you've ever eaten.
Tasted the scab. Connected to it. I tasted the scab. Fucking gross. I'm not gonna get over that.
I tasted the
Bad.
scab.
A little bit of blood in there. We all know.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of things that I liked. Specific scenes, yeah, they're great. I wish I could be more... Sorry, I'm
More
yelling.
involved in this conversation.
I wish that I could be more enthusiastic about it, but I genuinely cannot be.
This is and I feel like most people feel the same way that out of all the Evil Dead movies and the TV show, that this is probably the worst. And once again, I say worst, but it's not bad. I still enjoyed watching it. I still like the movie.
It was
Just not
like...
It's so far different from the first two.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like, everybody has, like, their favorite out of a series and their least favorite out of a series.
Mm-hmm.
Like Harry Potter, the fucking Order of the Phoenix, always be my least favorite Harry Potter. I'll never watch it.
Watched all of them.
No.
Did you know that the ending we saw was not actually the original ending?
What was the original ending?
You didn't watch it? You had to look it up after.
The original ending?
Yeah, what we saw was the theatrical cut, but that was not the actual ending. That
The one where he's
supposed
in
to
the
be.
supermarket shooting the old lady.
Yeah. That
That's-
was added later. They had to reshoot that
What was
because
the...
Universal Studios was like, "We don't like your ending. We want you to do a new one." And they were like, "Fuck, okay."
Can we watch the...
We can if you want, because remember how in the last episode we were talking about how he's going to get back,
Yeah.
but it doesn't actually show how he gets back.
Right.
Okay, if you watch the alternate ending, we can watch it. You can get a reaction video, I guess. Super important, like I said.
Swallow 6 drops, and thou shalt awaken in thine own
Is or is that your microphone? Say something.
This.
Oh, okay. So he tells him to take the 6 drops and say the words.
Right.
Actually, I don't think they told him to say the words in that. I think they just told him to take the drops.
I think he's telling the lady, like, hey, dude, thanks for fucking me. I'm gonna get out of here now.
Actually, surprisingly enough, says absolutely nothing. Like, I gotta go. I love you.
And he's just like,
Why don't you come with me since you're
Groovy.
literally all alone and your brother died? But I'm just gonna leave you here. Okay. Bye, babe.
yeah.
I'll keep the cape that you gave me. Pretty cool. Nice castle. Obviously, you can't leave without the Delta.
Gotta take the car with you. I mean,
You
it
gotta
just
take the car with you.
makes sense.
No. I hate shots like this. I hate shots like that.
Where they just walk into
Where they literally walk into the camera. I hate it because every time I always think of, the guy watching the situation when the guy literally walks into the camera.
Okay, so they've collapsed a tunnel on themselves.
He's trying to lock himself inside, basically.
I was gonna take a generous moment to turn down the volume just a little bit.
That's fine. Like I said, you don't really need the volume. There's really nothing else. 6 drops. He took 5 twice. So he actually took 7. Gonna go sleepy pit. And there's one thing I really don't understand about this.
What?
First of all, obviously time is passing. Whole scenario. And I heard the contents of his trunk were actually the contents of Sam Raimi's trunk. Because I guess he actually owns that Delta.
Yeah, I read that.
So now we see him. Doesn't age, but has a beard and long hair.
Beard and a half. Ash
How does that
reviews.
work? How do you gain facial hair but you don't age?
Hair still grows.
I mean, if you would put it that way, you would think the rest of his body would still be functioning then. Right? Excited. There's also an alternate opening, but it sucked. So. It was just a different recap. Yeah. Now and that was going to tie into like the 4th movie. Pretty much it. Where he was going to, I read a few different things. I heard he was going to fight with robots. I heard that he was going to.
I did hear that he was going to fight with robots. And I was actually kind of excited to see robot demons.
Too far.
Oh,
Far.
not far enough.
I think the TV show has best captured that whole.
You watched the entirety of the TV show, right?
I never watched. I
Why?
didn't finish it.
You should.
I hate finishing TV shows. You know that.
Yeah, that's
The other day, I finished the last episode of Community again.
Hmm?
Hate it. It always makes me sad when I finish TV shows. They never end how I want them to. And you have to just tell yourself that's it. There's no more.
that's fair, but Chuck ended perfectly.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, she lost her memory.
Yeah, as it should be.
And that show ended with him sitting on a beach trying to tell her that she loves him. And then it just ends. You don't even know what happens to them. That was dumb as fuck. It's that perfect example. Shows don't end the way you want them to. They
Lost
never
ended
do.
exactly the way I wanted it
Never
to.
watched that show, so I have no idea.
They were lost still. I mean,
Were never found. But yes, so that was what we just saw, the original ending. And then Universal Studios did not like how open it was, so they were like, shoot a new one. So that's why they shot a new one.
now that you say that, Psych didn't end the way I wanted it to either. And they made the Christmas
I was
special.
gonna say they still make stuff.
Oh.
Didn't they just have the Psych movie come out like 2 years ago?
Yeah, they made the Christmas movie after the show had been gone for like 8 years.
Yeah, and then didn't they make another movie after that too?
No, just the one. Because on streaming platforms, everyone was like, "Oh, this is actually a good show," and then they're like, "I mean, we'll see if they want to do it."
Apparently, they're in talks to make a Community movie.
I don't care about that. What I want to see is Scrubs movie. Where everyone dies.
Shut up. Yes, obviously, next movie was canceled though after this, and then it led to the TV show later.
Why did the movie
and
get canceled?
I'm pretty sure it was because not enough people went and saw this movie when it came out, or it got really bad reviews when it came out because it was so, like I said, vastly different from the first two. But I'm pretty sure Universal Studios was like, nah, we're good. But get this, okay? So the TV show has gained a lot of traction more recently than when it came out, because when it aired originally, it was only on Stars, so it was only cable, kind of a thing, or satellite TV, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Now they've put it on Netflix, become more popular than it was on, Stars. So the two, I can't remember their real names, but the girl and the guy that he's always with, they said that they would love for Netflix to pick up a fourth season of.
But Bruce Campbell won't do it.
He said he won't do it. He said that he's done, but they both think that they could get them to have one more just to end it, because that show ended in such a cliffhanger, apparently.
Yeah.
That they think that they could convince more time. Also, did you know, I didn't know this till last night when I looked it up. They just got done filming the Dead movie. Straight up. Just got done filming it 2 days ago.
The Evil Dead,
2 days ago from this time right now.
with Bruce Campbell?
He and Sam Raimi handpicked the director for this new movie. Bruce Campbell is not in it that we know of. There's literally not a whole lot that they've said about this movie, but the director did tweet 2 days ago and say that it took 15 or 6,500 gallons of blood, a COVID pandemic, and something else, but we have officially wrapped filming on Evil Dead Rise is the name of it. The main characters are going to be two sisters.
I'm out.
Two distressed sisters or something like that. It's going to happen in a city setting, mainly in some high-rise building, I guess. Main setting.
I played Die Rise on Black Ops 2 Zombies. I'm aware.
But
the monkeys always get you.
That's all we know. That's all we know about it. They haven't said shit. But I mean, like I said, Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell both hand selected this guy after seeing some other movie. I can't remember his name, but they were like, "Hey, we want you to do this next because you have the creativity we're looking for." And he was like, "Bet." And I think they're executive producers on it. But other than that, I don't. Maybe Bruce Campbell will have a really small cameo. I don't know why he wouldn't just hop in a scene.
Yeah.
Just to even if he just hopped in and then got killed, it's well, now we know.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want
the end of his character.
You wouldn't want to kill off somebody in the shittiest way possible.
No, but I mean,
you're gonna tell me you were happy watching another Sam Raimi movie where the Green Goblin's son dies? Gets stabbed. You're gonna tell me that was? Oh, James Franco's Hobgoblin. Yeah.
I can't remember him dying.
Yeah.
I remember now with the Venom fight and everything. That.
You gonna tell me you were okay with that?
I wasn't not okay with that.
But you were okay with it.
I didn't like his character.
Really?
Sorry. I liked him in the first two movies, but by the third movie, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Why are you riding around on a surfboard?
He's a Silver Surfer.
Nah,
Silver
Surfer has galactic power.
Yeah, so does Harry Osborn.
Celestial being.
Yeah, so does Willem Dafoe's hair.
Very different.
Okay.
I'm gonna get into my dislikes now.
Okay, go for it.
Does he ever need gas for his chainsaw?
No.
Was a question I asked quite frequently throughout all these movie series.
No.
I understood the car. I think they had it steam powered by this one.
Yeah.
It's still haul ass, But his chainsaw, never needed gas.
The biodiesel.
Me, green. Lightning storm scene. Right after he takes the book, and he's like, "Neck to don't," where it sounds like he just says the actual words, anyways. And all of a sudden, shit starts happening on his end. But then back at the castle, there's literally a lightning storm, and we see the same bolt of lightning hit the same place 2 or 3 times. And it was every character made a point to run outside then and stare into the camera. And I'm like, why would you run outside during a lightning storm?
Basic principle. You got to run out there.
Okay. It reminds me of all those videos I see now where it's something happens and then all the dads have to go watch. There's a wreck, and traffic is a standstill. And then you see all the dads get out of the car. Looking ahead, what's going on? You ever seen that? Where it has the Home Depot
Yeah.
song playing. Okay, that's what this reminded me of.
Sorry, low energy today. Low energy.
You remember I had tons of energy and I threw it all up.
I drank my energy and then threw it all up.
You remember the scene whenever they're all on top of the castle? Here comes the skeleton.
Yeah.
Which we never got like the actual like clone dude. I don't know his actual name. And I tried to look it up and I don't think there is an actual name for him. Just like yeah, I don't think there's like a name for it. Deadite Captain. What they call it. Okay. So when the Deadite Captain is calling in all of his dudes and they run towards the castle and he's like, hold, and then they fire the arrows.
Mm-hmm.
And then it shows the guys firing it and they're like,
are you talking about there was one arrow that
there was
like
one arrow that just, no, like half of them were so ninny too. You could see pull back and it'd be like,
and then you see cut to another scene. It's just like the best arrow shot in the world.
Yeah, it's showing them like fly over everybody, and I was like, "Come on, that's."
I did hate that very much.
Just little stuff like that sticks out to me. And then nobody gets soaked in blood. I didn't like that. Not at all. There was so little amount.
I'm gonna say now that
this compared to the other. We saw when the first guy got thrown in the pit, the blood gets shot up.
that was it.
That was it.
There's no other
like
blood.
super bloody things.
Yeah,
Besides that, like I said, the humor in it, I think there was a little too much, but that is what it is. Tyler, what'd you dislike about this movie?
exactly the same things you did.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this. You know the spooky, scary skeleton? You know the song though? You ever watched the
No.
video?
What? Spooky, scary skeleton? I thought you were just asking me if I know what a spooky skeleton is.
Okay, now that we're on the same page.
I love that freeze frame right there.
Oh,
I'm just holding the feet, and then the other one just.
so that reminded me of the entire fight scene. The fucking thing.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, but yeah, it's the
When
skeleton.
did that come out?
So long ago, man. And they have memes about it every Halloween.
I'll admit some of the dance moves look familiar. Mainly the
yeah.
I
The
feel
boneless.
I feel like that's a dance in Destiny.
Fortnite boneless. Yeah.
On Destiny too. They call it
Boneless.
something else. That's stupid.
Anyways, now that we're on the
That's
same page.
Stupid.
Yeah,
I get it. Yeah. It wasn't like I said, it just
while I was watching the fight scene, I just was listening to that song in my head.
dude, I will say though, and I mean I'm not like an actual like karate expert. Yeah, I can nunchuck the shit out some nunchucks, but that's just me. There is the one scene when they're fighting and Bruce Campbell has two swords and the captain has two swords. The way they were actually like when they're going up the stairs, like whenever they actually get to the top of the stairs was like an actual like Kali martial arts when they fight with the sticks.
Yeah.
That's like an actual exercise that they do and stuff like that, like to practice. I
Running
thought that was
upstairs and
crazy.
fighting.
No, but like the way they were, the rhythm of how they were doing it and the moves they were doing.
Yeah.
I've seen that so many times from Kali sticks when people use those and just practice. And it was just kind of cool that it wasn't just two guys aimlessly flailing, swords about. It actually
Could have
was
been.
that.
Could have been.
I doubt they would have gotten that dead on the money. What I would have changed about this movie. Oh yeah, I already kind of went into
Blood.
it. The fucked up face guy trying to make out with the chick. Super gross.
Give him a jaw, let him go at
I
it.
didn't like that. And then she ended up being possessed. Did he bone her into possession?
Probably.
Just like Free raped a girl into possession?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what his dick looks like.
I would imagine like a fillet. Like a fish fillet.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a meatloaf. Imagine a meatloaf with the red topping on it, the ketchup paste that they have on it.
Ew.
Yeah, that's probably what it looked like.
Probably pretty close. It's kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that? Oh.
Nothing.
And then
Crumbles.
lastly, what I would have changed about this is Too much comedy in this one. Like I've said it a million times. Would have liked more on the horror aspect, and I think they definitely could have done that. It'd be hard to with their setting and where they took the story, but even whenever he went to go get the book, I feel like a lot scarier things could have happened than that journey.
You didn't like him getting sucked into a hole or his finger bit?
That's funny stuff.
Yeah, it was funny. I enjoyed it.
Like I don't know. It just wasn't horror to me. It was just like
you said it yourself though. You were like, I'm glad that there's a bit of comedic relief.
That's why I put it in my likes and I put it in my dislikes and I put it in my change because I like it, I don't like it, and I would change it a little bit.
Maybe they realized after a while that most countries can't enjoy this movie, so why don't we make it funny but serious at the same time?
Yeah, I mean,
that way they can
guess
have a bigger audience.
I don't know. Like I said, they definitely went all in on the comedy in this one, and
even though for some strange reason, this movie,
the horror fantasy,
it got an R rating.
So they say fuck a lot, and we got to see partial nudity.
What partial nudity did we see that I missed?
When the guy, when the guy's the fucked up face guy is trying to make out with the girl, the skeletons bring in two more girls, and they have no shirts on, but their hair is like over their nipples.
That's nothing.
That's partial nudity. We got to see side boobs. That's partial. What the fuck do you think partial is?
I just want to point out that
I
didn't even
dick with just a suck on it.
Hey, Suicide Squad 2 or whatever the fuck it was, PG-13. We saw a full dick.
No, we didn't. It was covered up.
You saw that man's whole
you
cock
did.
and balls.
That wasn't PG-13. That was R-rated.
What's the name of the movie?
There's no way. Suicide Squad. You just said it.
Is that the second one?
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think. Gotta be our rating. R. Thank you. Come again. Yeah. We saw a dick, Tyler. We saw a dick. What the fuck did you think it was gonna be?
I thought it was gonna be
PG-13.
PG. No, just PG.
We saw a dick. Okay. Anyways, that's it. That's as far as my likes and dislikes go.
I would not change anything. I thought it was
You
perfect.
don't have anything?
No. Less Renaissance, more zombies.
I guess you like the whole Renaissance thing.
More titties. Yes, since we didn't get to see any.
Titties.
We saw titties in every other one.
Oh, side boobies.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No titties in the last one.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, there was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Billy Joel. Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
Bobby Jean. Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe.
Yeah, now that I think about it.
There was no titties.
Yeah.
Tyler, what would you rate this movie?
Out of 5?
We always do it out of 5.
2.
'Cause we're different. Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
You just spoke so highly of it, but you're gonna give it a 2?
Well, I mean,
No
there's
judgment. You rate it how you want to rate it, but
the plot line was there, but it was so loose that it just kind of was everywhere.
I mean, I got it. We had to get the book to get back, and it made sense. Also, I was also kind of confused. Did they write the passage in the Book of the Dead about him being the savior?
Yeah, that's.
Or was it already there?
Well, the thing was that they had a book that they found from Mayans or somebody.
I almost want to say Chronica, but that's a villain in Mortal Kombat.
We're talking about
like Mortal Kombat 11 or something.
We're talking about the Necronomicon, right?
Candor. There we go. Condor.
Condor is a bird.
However, I think it's pronounced Candor.
And it's 2 under par as well.
No.
Well, I mean it is, but
shut the fuck up.
It's like the next stroke over a hole in one.
The guy who made it is Candor. Because they had the Kandar, maybe that's what it is. Because they have the Kandar dagger. Whoever made the dagger made the book.
Yeah, see, my whole thing was I thought that this was somebody in early, like, Aztec time made this, not Renaissance people.
Well, I mean, it was already there, so we don't know, I guess, technically when it got made.
So how was he still in the book? And they had never seen the book.
Well, that's why I was confused too. Do they write the passage about him, or was he always in the book?
Maybe he was always in the
savior.
book. Maybe he was.
I don't know.
The savior of the broken, the beaten,
Weird.
and the damned.
Well,
Welcome to the Black Parade, everybody.
got me there.
When Ash was a young boy,
Shut up.
his father lent him the keys to a
I'm
cabin in the woods.
going to rate this movie a 3.75 beards.
That's too high.
I was so back and forth about what I wanted.
I would give it lower than that.
I started with a 3. I moved up to a 3.50. Then I was like 3.75.
Drop it down, dude. You're giving this movie.
In all honesty, I'd probably rate this movie a 3. Once again, this is out of 5. I still like the movie. It's my least favorite out of the 3
I was gonna
in
say,
this franchise. So
pretty
I'm gonna give it
sure.
a 3.
I'll take it even. Take it even. Right down the middle. Worse for me.
You did too.
I gave it a 2.
Okay, so I took a 3. Okay.
Yeah, you took a 3.
I couldn't tell by the way you said that if you were agreeing with me or not. But
Maybe. Who knows? Find out next week when we do Dune.
are we doing Dune next week?
We can. I
thought about it.
Well, I was gonna say for our Halloween episode.
I mean, this is pretty much I throw this in as our Halloween.
You think so?
I have to take my kid trick or treating, and I probably gonna be able.
I have the schedule if you need it.
I don't.
I don't either.
I don't know what I work tomorrow.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Anyways,
We'll figure out. This is kind of our for the Halloween month. This ends the Evil Dead series, though. It's been a good one. Like I said,
been a long run,
TV
man.
show will always be my favorite, but
Good. Even though you haven't watched it all this time, man.
here to end it.
Here's the thing. I do want to give a big shout out to Isaiah, who actually listened to one of our podcasts
Oh,
and went and saw a movie because we recommended it.
what movie?
You got to guess. I'll give you a hint. It was one that you didn't watch.
Oh, was it Venom?
Nope. No,
oh,
you
it's
haven't.
Free Guy.
It's Free Guy.
Free Guy. Okay, wow.
Because of our recommendation, he went out and watched it. So shout out to you, Isaiah.
Hey, thanks, Isaiah. Nice haircut.
Nice
Lucky
forehead.
cut, G.